Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby.
What's up? What's going on? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. If you're new to the mother freaking channel, what's popping off? Y'all know the truth speaker, the guy that makes everybody mad. What's going on? Make sure if you want to donate to the channel, make sure you hit the links in the description. You want to become a monthly member, go ahead and become a monthly member and support the channel, support the message. What's popping? I see Kendall's in the house. I see A Goddess is in the house. I see Lizzie just popped in here. and everybody else. All right. I swear, when the beats I be making, I swear to God, them joints be fire. I be in my studio just producing that music, put it on my website, and next thing I know, people just be buying my beats like crazy, boy. I know I be making them fire beats. I know them beats be fire I be producing, boy, and I make it for scratch. All my beats I make from scratch. It ain't no sampling. I get on my keyboard, I play all the instruments. Every song you hear that I produce, I get on the keyboard, I play the instruments. Now, let's get to Shamaya. Shamaya says she's living in a nightmare. Shamaya says she's living in a nightmare. Shamaya says her life is a nightmare. Shamaya, what do you think Kanika's life was the night y'all did what y'all did to her? The night y'all claimed y'all lost a drunk friend. How stupid can you be? You think we're that stupid to believe that you and Monifa just happened to lose her, huh? You and Monifa just lost her, right? I don't know what happened to her. Where did she go? Which way did they go? Which way did they go? Y'all just happened to lose Kanika, right? No, I don't think so. Now, all kind of hell is breaking loose in Shamaya's life. She getting shot up. She got shot up. Brother's dead. Some other stuff going on I'll address later in this week. But I want to talk about karma. That's why you got to watch what you do. You got to watch how you treat people. You got to watch what you do in life. If you sow bad seeds, bad things are going to happen to you. We live in a world where people, they do bad things and think that good things are going to happen for them. That's the world we live in. This is how stupid people have become. You plant bad seeds, you're going to reap a bad harvest. You plant good seeds, you're going to reap a good harvest. It's the order of life. It's the laws of God. It's just the laws of the universe. It's the laws of Almighty God. Can't sit around plotting, being evil, conspiring with people, looking to destroy people, trying to be initiated into gangs. And as you know, Shamaya, and I'm going to talk about how they sacrificed Kanika. They sacrificed Kanika to be initiated into the gang. And I'm going to talk about that this week, going into next week. What's today? Wednesday. I think today's Wednesday. Sometimes I'll be so busy, I lose track of time. Yeah, we're going to talk about how they sacrificed Kanika just to be a part of a gang. And a lot of these females, they do stuff to be a part of these gangs. They sacrificed Kanika to be a part of that gang. I hope y'all know that, right? Y'all know that Kanika was the target. She was gang stalked. They put something in her drink. Monifa would not take her home until they made sure she was messed up. Bree had her keys in her purse. And I'm going to talk about Bree because Bree, she just disappeared. And they claim they couldn't find Kanika's keys. But if you read the police report, Bree said she had Kanika's keys in her purse. Now, all this other stuff I'm going to talk about later. We're going to get, because it's too much to put in one video. It's too much to put in one live video. It's too much to talk about. That's why you got to break this stuff down into series and part 1s, part 2, part 3. It's too much to put in one video. It's just so much to talk about, so much to cover. So I'm going to talk about all this stuff about Shamaya's karma. I'm going to talk about Bree. She had her keys because we don't talk about Bree that much, but we need to talk about her. And I'm going to talk about Brianna. And she just disappeared from social media. She's not on Facebook. She ain't on, I don't know what happened to Bree. She just disappeared. She had Kanika's keys the whole time, so they lied, talking about they went back looking for her keys. But in the police report, they said when they first got there, they put Kanika's keys in Bree's purse. Go read the police report. They had Brianna, they knew where her keys were at. That whole night was a setup. Kanika did not want to go. I understand why Kanika didn't want to go. Kanika felt something in her gut. It's a reason why Kanika did not want to go to that party. I bet you something was telling Kanika, don't go to that party. But somehow, Kanika was not a leader. Kanika was the type of person that would succumb to peer pressure. Kanika was not a leader. She wanted to fit in with everybody. Kanika was just a fun-loving person, unaware of her surroundings. And there's a lot of people like that. They're just fun-loving, unaware of their surroundings. You're around snakes. You're around vipers. You're around backbiters. You're around Judases. You're around jealous people. You're around envy. You're around hatred. But you're hanging with these people. And you just trying to fit in. They're laughing and smiling in your face. They really don't care for you. Y'all are understand it's a difference between associates and friends. Just because you grew up with somebody and y'all hang out, that don't mean that's your friend. You have close associates and friends. Understand the difference, y'all. Some people are just your close associate. And some of your close associates turn on you in a heartbeat. These were Kanika's close associates. These are not friends. These are not friends. They're frenemies, but they're not friends. I bet you a lot of you been caught up with frenemies before, your damn self. And some people are just frenemies. They're not your friend. Not your friend. As you know, Shamaya said that Kanika was the biggest snitch and she was the biggest snitch in Chicago. What kind of friend goes live on Facebook and says you're the biggest snitch in Chicago and you're living in gang culture? Somebody please tell me, what kind of friend is that? You don't even joke like that. What kind of friend is that? That goes live on Facebook in the middle of a gang city, gang culture, and you call somebody the biggest snitch in the state? Whoa, whoa. And she said that live because her and Kanika had got into a little argument. So they got into a little argument and you saw Shamaya's whole attitude switch. That fast she turned on Kanika, that quick. I'm like, damn, what the hell just happened? Like when I saw that video, it just blew my mind. I'm like, what just happened? They got into a little disagreement and Shamaya got upset and said, hey, y'all, Kanika, the biggest snitch in Chicago. The biggest, how do you call somebody in the middle of gang culture the biggest snitch in Chicago? You don't play like that. I'm from the streets of Philly. I'm from Philly. Certain things you don't joke about. That's just period. If you run in the streets and you live in that gang street life, everything ain't funny and everything ain't a joke. Some stuff you don't play around with. So that showed me right there Shamaya's character. That showed me right there. I said, whoa, that's not her friend. I said, they're just close associates. These girls are more worried about being a part of a gang than being loyal to their friends. Shamaya, Monifa, they're more interested in being in gangs than they were being a loyal friend. Understand that. When you run in the streets, there's really no loyalty. People are loyal to gangs and stuff like that. So Shamaya and Monifa, they trying to fit into the gang culture. They're trying to fit in with gangbangers. They're trying to fit in with the beef that's going on in the street. They're trying to do what these gangbangers want them to do so they could be initiated. So Kanika was ultimately sacrificed. Understand, she was a sacrifice. So Kanika was a people pleaser. I think her biggest downfall, Kanika was a people pleaser. And she's trying to fit in with people that really didn't like her. Really didn't care. They didn't get Shamaya, they didn't care for this. They didn't care for her. She the biggest snitch in Chicago, and then you turn around and claim you lost Kanika. Oh, really? You lost your so-called best friend. I never seen nobody lose their best friend when they're drunk. Somebody please help me out. How do you lose a big-ass 19-year-old female? How do you lose a whole person when they're pissy drunk and they can't walk? How do you lose them? I'm not stupid. You can't run that game on me. That's a bunch of bull crap. Y'all were in on the setup. You were in on the setup. You helped set your friend up, Shamaya. You and Monifa. Y'all are snakes. Y'all are snakes. They could have never got to Kanika. If y'all would have made sure Kanika got home safe that night, they would have never gotten to her. But because her friends Judased her out, her friends gave her over to the enemy. That's what they did. If you study the Bible, when Judas betrayed Jesus, before Judas betrayed Jesus, the Roman soldiers and everybody asked him, okay, we'll pay you a certain amount of money. All you got to do is set Jesus Christ up. Let us know where he's going to be at so we can go and get him. Try to lure Jesus down here and try to lure Jesus down there. So they got Judas to be an inside job. Inside job. These Jews, okay, now this is Judas. He's supposed to be one of God's right-hand men. He's supposed to be Jesus. Judas was supposed to be Jesus Christ's right-hand man. Judas said he'll die for Jesus. Judas said, Jesus, I love you. I'll fight for you. Judas, that walked with Jesus the whole time, ended up betraying him. Ended up betraying. So what would make you think these people out here won't just turn on you and betray you? What makes you think that's not going to happen? And especially if you living in gang culture, what make you think them girls trying to fit in with gangs, what make you think they're going to be loyal to Kanika? There's no loyalty there. If Kanika's getting more attention from the gangbangers, there's going to be some jealousy. Now, there's rumors that it was beef on the street between Kanika's brother and her uncle and her family and some other people. As you see, Kanika's uncle got murdered. It's another topic I want to talk about. And her other brother, I don't know why they don't talk about her other brother, which I think her other brother is on her dad's side. Her other brother is on her dad's side. You know, her dad died and Kanika's other brother got killed. But I heard there was some beef on the street going on. And as you notice, Kenny, he real quiet. If I was Kenny and they did what they did to my sister, and I ain't gonna be silent. But that's a whole nother story to talk about Kenny. If you notice, Kenny is real quiet. I don't understand. And he's still out there hanging with gangs. I'm sorry. If that was my sister, I wouldn't be quiet. It'd be a problem. Everybody that was at that party that night is a suspect. I'm sorry. But if you notice, a lot of people that were at that party that night, Little Ty, a lot of these guys are getting shot up. A lot of those guys are dead too. I know, and I post this stuff on my main channel. A lot of these guys are dead that was at the party. I hope y'all know that. I hope y'all know that a lot of those guys that was at that party, they're dead. Little Ty, what's his name, got shot up. Killer got shot up. What's his name? Mo got killed. There's a couple other guys that got killed there. And as you know, what's his name? Tyrese. Man, what is his name? Ty. His name is Tyrese. You know, the guy that was filming it, that was with his homegirl. When they went over there and said, we're going to give that girl that drink. He's in jail. But karma is something else. So a lot of them guys that was at the party are dead. I don't know if a lot of y'all know this. A lot of them either got shot up or they're dead. I hope y'all know that. Now we're seeing Shamaya getting shot up. Now, Shamaya lives in Chicago. She knows the neighborhood. She knows people. So if they were shooting at Shamaya, they were trying to kill her. Somebody was trying to kill Shamaya. I don't know if it was over a nigga. I don't know if it's because she's with rival gang dudes. Because, you know, if it's a female and you hanging with a gang and another gang got beef with the gang that your boyfriend is a part of, they'll try to kill you. I'm going to say that again. If you're a female and you're hanging with this gang over here, just say gang A. Say gang A got beef with gang B. And you're hanging with gang A. You having sex with one of the guys from gang A. He's like your boyfriend, your cuddy buddy, whatever you want to call it. And gang A see you hanging with them. They'll try to kill you to hurt him. You got to understand, gang retaliation is very real. So if you hanging with a gang that got beef in the streets, you better look out for bullets. You better start ducking. So they bucking at, like they shot at her 5 to 7 times. 5 to 7, and a bullet grazed her head. Shamaya lucky to be alive. Shamaya is lucky to be alive. We already know about Zach TV. We know Zach TV got Zach TV. That was something else. That they killed Zach TV because Zach TV was getting too deep into the Kanika case. So that's another topic I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about all this stuff. I'm going to talk about Kanika's uncle. We're going to talk about, well, Kanika's uncle was set up. He got set up too by his baby mother. They were looking for him, and Jay Money got set up by his baby mother. She knew the guy. She knew everything. I'm going to talk about all this stuff, and I'm going to play videos and everything else. We're going to talk about Zach. We're going to talk about her uncle. I'm going to talk about her brother Kenny too. You too quiet, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, nigga. They dumb. I'm sorry, nigga. You ain't post nothing about your sister. You ain't say one thing about his sister at all. He ain't say shit about his sister. He ain't say, I love you, I miss you. Go to Kenny's Facebook. He ain't said nothing. I love you, I miss you. You're my sister. I love you. I don't know why they did this to you. He ain't say nothing. Just very weird. Maybe Kenny knew his mother got that payoff money. But I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that. Maybe he got some of that payoff money that Teresa got. We're going to talk about all that in another topic. But anyway. Oh, yeah, Kenny's a scared little punk. Her brother Kenny's a scared little punk. He ain't going to do nothing. But anyway, Karma's something else, Shamaya. Now, she may have escaped this right here. She may got away with this. I mean, not got away. She may have escaped with her life. But you living in gang culture, you living in that same area where they gang stalk Kanika. You're around the same environment. You hanging in with the same energy. And what y'all did to Kanika, I'm telling you, man, like Shamaya, Kanika you were the last person she was with. I'm going to say that again. Shamaya and Monifa. You and Monifa were the last person she was with before her death. Hello, somebody. You were the last person. You and Monifa talking about y'all lost her. We lost Kanika. We lost a whole person. No, you didn't. You didn't lose Kanika. You gave her over to the enemy. You liar. You gave her over to the enemy, liar. That's why Monifa begged Kanika to come to the party. That's why Monifa begged Kanika to come to the party. It was a setup. Y'all didn't lose Kanika. I couldn't believe that shit. You didn't lose her. You gave her up to the enemy. Don't hand me that shit. Y'all did a Judas. Just like Judas gave Jesus over to the Roman soldiers and to the people that wanted to kill him. Y'all gave Kanika over to the people that wanted to get some revenge. That wanted to get some revenge because of family beef. Y'all did it for gang initiation, Shamaya. Y'all sacrificed her for gang initiation. Somebody said, Karma's still not finished with her. I don't believe, you know what? I agree with that. I agree with that. Karma ain't finished. I don't think it's finished at all. This is sort of like, I know what you did last summer. Shamaya, Monifa, all y'all going to be living in y'all life. I know what you did last summer kind of life. Y'all going to have that final destination. I know what you did last summer life. It's going to be a combination of the movie Final Destination and I Know What You Did Last Summer. And y'all did this to y'all so-called friend. Y'all didn't even do this to a op. That's the even wicked part about it. They didn't do this to a so-called enemy. They did this to a so-called friend. That's what makes it even more wicked. Somebody hit the Cash App. I appreciate y'all for hitting the Cash App and the PayPal. If you want to become a monthly member and support the channel and support the message, make sure you hit the join button and become a monthly member. That's another way you can support the channel. Thank y'all for hitting the Cash App and the PayPal. I appreciate it. Gang initiation. That's all it was about. And then Rosemont came and, got them organs. Gang stalking and organ trafficking. Gang stalk and Karma's something else. You got to watch what you do. And I don't know why people actually believe that they could go through life doing wicked stuff and they think nothing is going to happen to them. I don't understand how stupid people could be. People go through life being wicked, being evil, doing people dirty, plotting, scheming. Huh? That's sad, man. You go around just trying to destroy people's lives and then you think that you're going to have a prosperous, blessed life? How can you do evil stuff and expect to have a prosperous, blessed life? Somebody please tell me. Well, just about all them dudes at the party are dead. Just about all them dudes at the party got killed. Yes, just about. Not all of them. Somebody said that's crazy. Not all. I didn't say all of them got killed. I said a lot of them got killed at the party. As you see, Killer, he's still alive. Killer got shot up, but he's still alive. Little Ty and a couple other guys, they got murdered. About 5 of those guys got murdered. And I think 3 of them got shot up since this happened. Can't go around doing evil stuff and expect to live a blessed, prosperous life. But people go around just being evil, being wicked, being selfish, being dirty, being grimy, being disgusting, and they think God is going to bless them. And then when they get into some stuff like Shamaya praying to God, Shamaya, you wasn't praying to God to save Kanika. Now Shamaya started posting, talking about God. Yeah, right. Really, Shamaya? Yeah, now you want to talk about God and you living in a nightmare, and you wasn't praying for God to save Kanika that night, were you? What about the nightmare that Kanika was living? What about the nightmare Kanika had before she died? How about that? You talking about I want to wake up from this nightmare, everything feel unreal. How about Kanika? You think Kanika didn't want to wake up from that nightmare that y'all put her through? Huh? What y'all think? How you think Kanika felt? How do you think Kanika felt? What kind of nightmare you think Kanika went through? But when you're dealing with these sociopath friends, when you deal with these narcissistic, sociopathic friends, they don't care about nobody but themselves. Understand? I bet a lot of you probably had some narcissistic friends. You didn't know they were a narcissist. You didn't know they were a sociopath, but you later on found out like, damn, something was wrong with that person. You ever be friends with a person, you find out they're a narcissist or they're a sociopath? You're like, damn, I knew I knew they were, I knew they was a little off, but damn, I didn't know they were a narcissist. I didn't know they were a sociopath. I didn't know that. You can meet a lot of people, not a lot. You can meet certain people that are narcissistic or a sociopath or both. They're very dangerous people. They really don't care about nobody but themselves. So Shamaya, how about Kanika waking up from that nightmare? How about that? You talking about you living a nightmare. I don't give a damn about your nightmare, Shamaya. I don't care nothing about you living in a nightmare. I don't give a crap. I want to wake up from this nightmare. Everything feel unreal. I don't feel sorry for you. You didn't feel sorry for Kanika. Why should we feel sorry for you? Somebody please help me out. Why should we feel sorry for you, Shamaya? Why should we feel sorry that all this bad stuff is starting to happen to you? Now, in life, we all go through stuff. There are things that God allows us to go through, understand. Sometimes you could suffer for doing what's right. And then, see, karma is something different. Karmas are something you brought on yourself. I'm gonna say this again. In life, God will allow us to go through stuff in life. He'll allow us to suffer and go through some things, but then we come out blessed. Because I look at my life, I've been through a lot of hell in my life, but in the end, God always brought me out and he always blessed me. Now, karma is something different. You got people that just go through things and it's nothing they did wrong. That's just something they got to go through. That's their trial. That's their tribulation. That's their cross. That's what they got to go through. That's their persecution or whatever the case may be. We all have a story. We all have stuff we had to go through. Karma is something you bring on yourself. That's why I want people to understand the difference. Karma is things you bring on yourself because of the bad seeds you've sown. So understand what karma is. Now you got, because some people think that when somebody go through something, oh, that's karma. No, that's not true. Somebody go through something, oh, that's karma. They going through that. That's karma. It's not always karma when somebody's going through something. Because some people like to just throw the word karma around. And y'all, a lot of people just stop throwing the word around. You can't just throw karma, the word. That it's a meaning to karma. Oh, that's karma. They going through that. Oh, that's karma. No, everything ain't karma. Some stuff, some people just got to go through. Now, karma are things you bring on yourself from your own behavior, your own actions, from stuff you've done. You planted that seed. You planted that bad seed, and now that bad seed has grown in your backyard. Now that bad seed has come and it's crushed your house. Now that bad seed has grown up and become a big tree and is suffocating your entire property. That big old evil tree has rose up in your backyard. That's karma, stuff you bring on yourself unnecessarily. So understand the difference. There's a difference. Now, no, I don't feel sorry for her. She's on the internet crying, talking about she want to wake up for the nightmare. I don't feel sorry for her. Y'all didn't feel sorry for Kanika. I didn't feel sorry for Kanika when Kanika was in a nightmare. Because you notice Kanika was in a nightmare. Shamaya, you talking about your nightmare. Kanika was in a real nightmare. Kanika had absolutely no control over what was going on. When somebody puts something in your drink, when somebody puts something in your drink and they incapacitate you, Kanika had no control over her bodily functions. She had no control over what's her thought pattern. She had no control over her motor skills. She had no control over anything that night. So that's a nightmare. And she got beat, she got violated, and she got thrown in a freezer. So I don't care about your nightmare, Shamaya. I don't. We don't care about your nightmare. Maybe your gangbanger friends do. Your gangbanger friends be all your little gangbanger friends, they stand behind you because, you know, you did what you did to be initiated. Just don't feel sorry for you or your nightmare. If your life is a nightmare, Shamaya, it's because of your own behavior, because of your own actions, because of your own choices in life. That's why your life is a nightmare now. And you're still young. That's a great, you still at 22? How old is she? 22, 23? You ain't no older than 23. This happened 4 years ago. Y'all are about 19. Yeah, you're about 23. You're only 23 and your life is a nightmare already. Unnecessarily. You got people shooting at you, trying to kill you. Murder for a murder, death for a death. Murder for a murder, death for a death. You got people trying to kill you, Shamaya. You got people trying to take you out. They're bucking at you. And when you're in Chicago, everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows everybody. And people know the car. People knew the car Shamaya was driving. They know her car. They know whoever was shooting at her, they knew who they were shooting at. Just like I'm from Philly. If there's certain places I went, people knew who I was. I knew who they were. If I went in this neighborhood, if I went to that neighborhood, if I went to that project, if I went down that street, people know who you are. They know what set you from. They know the area. And if you got beef on the street and you're going somewhere and there's beef and it's a problem and people see you out, something gonna happen. But I don't feel sorry for you, Shamaya. Your life is a nightmare. Oh, well, Kanika's life was a nightmare, too. You sacrificed your friend to be a part of gangs and gangbanging. You hang around gangbangers and all the stuff you did, all the bad seeds you planted, Shamaya. You think your life is going to be good? You think you're going to have a happy life? No, you're not. And you're only 23, and it's just the beginning. I'm your boy, Zillionaire. I'm about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for those that donated to the channel. I appreciate it. Shout out to those who became monthly members. I appreciate it. All the real supporters of the message. All the real supporters of the truth. I really appreciate you. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who my real supporters are. I don't have to keep calling your names and stuff. Y'all know who you are. But I'll keep y'all updated, and we're going to talk about Bree this week because they lied and said they didn't know where her keys were. And we're going to talk about Bree because Bree had her keys in her purse. So why would Shamaya and Monifa lie and say we couldn't find her keys when the whole time they knew where her keys were? And we're going to talk about that. You know, all this stuff, her friends are the reason why she's dead. Kanika was unaware of her surroundings. That's number one. That's part of why Kanika's not alive right now. She wasn't aware of her surroundings, and her friends didn't make sure she got home safely. She gang stalked, then Rosemont come and get her organs. So we got to talk about these so-called friends, and I'm going to talk about them because that's why Kanika's not alive. I'm your boy Zillionaire. I'm going live on my main channel in about 45 minutes, about 10 o'clock. I'm going live on my main channel. So y'all come on to my main channel and come holler at your boy. I got some good, funny video I'm about to show you about this couple. This dude choked out his girlfriend. I was like, wow. We're going to go live for my main channel. I want to watch this. I want to analyze and do this live video reaction on what happened with this couple in this store. Y'all got to come to my main channel to see what's going on. Shamaya, karma is real. Karma is real. Watch what you do. You got to plant good seeds in life. You plant good seeds, you reap a good harvest. You bless people, you become a blessing. God blesses you. When you live your life to do what's right, when you try to live righteous, I didn't say perfect. I said righteous. See, a righteous person is not a perfect person. A righteous person is a person that just tries to do right all the time. A wicked person is a person that does something wicked all the time. So I want y'all to understand definition and the difference. A righteous person is not a perfect person because even the Bible says a righteous man falls 7 times. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Though he fall, he will not be utterly cast down. So even the Bible talks about the righteous making mistakes and messing up, and God still has their back because a righteous person is a person that's just trying their best to do what is right. Then you got the wicked people that practice doing everything evil and wrong. You got some people that wake up in the morning just to do evil. You got some people that they have to do something wicked every day, and they're going to pay for it because the Bible talks about the wicked as well. The wicked, they got to pay a price. Wicked people don't get away. I'm telling you, you got to pay a price. Shamaya, what y'all did to Kanika, y'all are paying the price, and you're going to continue to pay the price unless you repent and confess of your sins or what you did. That's between you and God. Shamaya, we all gotta, have that repentance, and it's between you and God. Whatever you do is between you and God. And just like David said, if you sin, you sinned against God, and you got to get that right between you and God. That's all I got to say. But karma is real. Karma is something else. Watch what you do. Watch how you treat people. Meet me on my main channel in about 45 minutes. We're going to talk about this couple where they got into a big fight in the grocery store and this chick got choked out. Oh, man. It's crazy, boy. All right, y'all. Meet me on my main channel at 10 p.m. and I'm going to get up out of here. I'll holler at y'all later.
Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire